they are bailing out, evacuating the same way that one player of slot 11 most definitely guys nagged down first. Dito sa side ng mga slot OGs natin. Retaliating probably, or maybe they're gonna check out the premises first before they push in, before they have their tactics on. Do some play natin all the way from slot 11, but you know, no one knows talaga na 2-man squad lang yung mga play natin dito from slot 11. Would have definitely opened fire towards the men from our slot OGs. Pero at moment too soon, someone will be giving some orders and you know, moving in dito sa location kung nasaan yung mga slot 11s natin right now. Slot 18s and moving forward na kung nasa way about the mga play natin dito all the way from slot 17 to slot 11. Like that, prepared na rin yung mga play natin dito pero yan, one player slide down. There's a lot of long with Emil Renew. One player from our slot 16s will be having his side displayed on the team elimination. Might as well emptying the clip. Paritin is down maybe on the third floor for him to be able to have the good visual towards one player from slot 19 who would definitely need his comrade. Pero no one is having another nag down. Pero you know what time is another nag down? There are players from slot 19 will definitely take dito sa side ng mga stats. Sabi natin dito, it's time for the push but no one is pushing in. One player though, 2 men from our slot 19 is going for the ring around the Rosie. One Jur from our slot HRS grabbing the full attention from slot 7, putting at him so that those 2-man squad from slot 19 will be having their opening to put those men down one by one. Pero one player, Jelra, at the opening fire all the way dito sa back door, back 10 view ng mga player natin from slot 9. Slot 19, slot 7, pero Jur has been knocked down. No one is going to be occupying the full attention. This is a front side view ng mga slot 7 natin. All of that attention, slot 7 will be quick turning on dito sa back 10 nila kung natin 2-man squad from our 7 attempting to copy that. Bring around the Rosie going for the back 10 view maybe, pero Jelva is down where the one player from slot 7 will be having his back 10 view while those men from slot 7, 3 men will be opening fire here in the front side view. No choice, one player natin dito to knock one dito sa side ng mga slot 7 so that he can shield himself towards those 3-man squad from our slot 7. Pero again, ring around the Rosie, that one player from slot 7 of planning, he's now having that hesitation of things why is even to hold to definitely spun, pero again recovered from that lose control. One player from slot 3 one player from slot 3 most definitely ring around, jumped out and having the back dive. You know, one player natin done all the way from slot OG and he got himself knocked down, pero no player has been knocked down dito sa side ng mga play natin sa OG. That is one player from slot 25 most definitely. 3-man squad na lang din yung mga play natin dito, pero another one bites the dust. Ganon din ka solid maybe talaga yung position ng mga status dito natin for them to be now one by one inside of this building. One player, 2-man squad from our slot 23, pero 2-man squad din from our slot 25 has been knocked down and one player has been eliminated. Down sa magiging 2-man squad, we have Rosie and Mots na lang. Yokai on the other hand and snitching and tagging those perimeter kung nasaan yung knocker niya dito sa side ng mga slot 23 natin. Pero enough na nga ba yun? Other players started 3s and was working the premises, the building where they definitely got their knocked down second dito sa side ng mga slot. Definitely spun, pero again recovered from that lose control. One player from slot 3 there after their knockdown. Everyone movement to be exact and moving forward towards the location kung saan sila nakakuha ng knockdown sa side ng mga slot 25 natin and down sa magiging last man standing. Alright, OG's more can OG fire roughly dito sa side ng mga stat 23s natin, taking those attentions ng mga stat 23s natin away towards the one player from stat 25 and slot 25 are now being saved by the newly arrived in the most squads natin with the OGs natin. Replacing those men from slot 25 here on the whereabouts of our slot 23s. 3-on-4 situation will be occurring for the mark, going for the hesitation, going for the ring around, U-turn most definitely dead. Kasambahay or has my boy going for the charge and here the location church road takes that 1v1 situation getting off the net for the men from our slot 23. Another one fight that that's the 3 over there. Recovered at the moment too soon. Busy pa rin yung mga play natin dito and those men are now buying some time probably. That's why they definitely got the knockdown dito sa side ng mga slot 21 side to have the one player from slot 24 recovered right now back on the 3-on-4 situation. 3-on-3 situation that is no one is having this one player Renzo recovered as of now. 3-on-3 situation, can they take care of themselves dito sa side ng mga slot 21 natin? Pero Nate now popping all over the place because nasa side yung mga slot 21 side and any moment too soon this squad will be having a gunfight inside of the blue zone. HD Breeze and EBs are having their knockdown, pero another one dito sa side ng stat win na one natin has been a knockdown. Alright, dito muna natin sa mga player natin dito, where a player from our slot HDs are now having those occupation, which is killer sila dito. Yeah. Alright, that's what that last man stunning. Charging on, hoping that he can knock this one player using his Vigo before the one pulling out. No one is pulling out. They're gonna be finishing what they started inside the play natin all the way started 4, which is eliminates those men out from the game at will. One player now being fast. I don't know, man. One player from our stat 21. They're having trouble to have the one player covered right now. Stat 21. Man, they are definitely being picked up from the game one by one. Last man started being outnumbered by one. Third, as you can see, pero down to the last man starting na lang din yung mga play natin all the way. From stat 24, that pushing that one player's back and one player that started before the big coverage as quick as possible. Opening fire, so the one player will be having hesitation to move in. Punasan yung whereabouts sila, pero still inside of the blue. So pa rin yung mga play natin all the way. Stat 21, stat 24, stat ring around the Rosie. Is he gonna be successful in what he's doing? Those members stat 24. Will maybe taking the one player along with him, taking a lot of hit from the rotation that he did into the side. Ng mga play natin all the way. Pulling out, no one is pulling out. They're gonna be pointing the whereabouts ngayon ng mga PSYCAT natin dito from a stop. If one player has been knocked down, before he definitely needs the one play out from the game. Alright, 3 more to go for those squad wipe dito sa side ng mga play natin dito from our stat 17, pero 200 situations pa rin yung balagbagan dito at numbered by 1 pa rin yung mga strategies natin after the knockdown. Middle of the open pa rin yung mga statistics. Status 1 player has been knocked down. And just canal there, no hiding himself past the status from the beginning to open far towards the 1 player over the last 8 natin dito. Plenty of upgrades that are being given towards these players from statistics that they are not getting or they are not falling from those updates to those other players that are giving towards them. They're gonna be saving their asses for a bit muna dito, pero off start. Unexpected balance back on everyone is avoiding everyone out until crossroad goes. That's the third. Not again. Enemy of my enemy is my friend. The one that's not being figured out. The one that's down forward. He definitely knew that someone is having that vehicle as a refuge towards those men from our slaughter team. He got some knocked down, but before that he definitely got outplayed to put one player from a slaughter team now from his misery. Higher ground pa rin yung mga players natin dito from slaughter team being, I don't know, being safe maybe, pero because of those trees and because of the smoke pop, the perimeter where they know at one player of slot 23 will be having his ring around the Rosie again. Focus open fire must start decided towards those men from Stafford and knowing one player of Stafford Breeze already grabbing their backhand view. 1 on 4, 1 on 2 situation. Maybe alam na rin mga play natin dito. Starter check kung nasa whereabouts mga play natin. This job of all Mara slot 23. I didn't know how those men from Starter team most definitely found out. Started our rondo map. Again, it's all about second chance. We have our slot APH. 5 will be landing on the thin long garden somehow. Charger player from slot Casey taking the left side view, the left side of our map together with them boys all the way from slot ORX or QRX, slot 7, beating those men from slot 19 here on the ground where those men from slot 19 are planning to land. Pero man, they are playing, they are failing most definitely. 2-man squad na lang yung mga play natin dito from slot pop. Those smoking a big check by this one guy from our slot 24 natin dito. Again, from the open fight, ginawa naman play natin dito si Sammy. Every scope will be pointing on towards the location kung nasaan si Sammy natin. Perhaps those other players will be having that game plan to have those men start 4J chip. Now until Dave natin dito from our Stat 24 pulling up or pulling out a K9 for possible sniping towards those men's heads aside the most slot 9s natin. Peekaboo, I see your head, they got you knocked down. Pero again, the one player who got knocked down being recovered inside by the one player who's been having his back. Pero those other players from Stat 24 that serious eliminate those knocked down. Nakuha ni mga comrade nila. Pero right now, the other player who got knocked down, who got sniped over Peekaboo, 2-on-2 situation. Pero still, those men from Oslan Pop, those smoking a big check, having the one player covered, pero one player of Stat 17 are now having a lot of hardships, how they can how we can dodge is open fire na gagawin ng mga slot 7s natin dito. Pero man, those men from slot 4 are being held inside or being pinned down inside of the blue zone, and it won't be too soon. Still not pulling out their scene or their eyesight on that one guy from slot 17 behind of that triangle rock. Folder shots fired. He's definitely taking his chances. Perhaps gonna be taking one dito sa side ng mga stocks. Sabi natin buying some time. Pero again, Mao natin dito still on point pa rin. And he definitely know what he's doing. He's gonna be opening fire widely pa rin doon sa one play natin all the way from our stocks. Even though one player or his brother has been knocked down. Pero here comes another fight scene about to go down. Kaya mahaw natin one-on-one situation. Other player from stop 14 and stop 24 has been having the one player covered. Pero one player from stop 17 side or being pinned down inside of the blue zone, and it won't be too soon. Still not pulling out their scene or their eyesight on that one guy from slot 17 behind of that triangle rock. Folder shots fired. He's definitely taking his chances. Perhaps gonna be taking one dito sa side ng mga stocks. Sabi natin buying some time. Pero again, Mao natin dito still on point pa rin. And he definitely know what he's doing. He's gonna be opening fire widely pa rin doon sa one play natin all the way from our stocks. Even though one player or his brother has been knocked down. Pero here comes another fight scene about to go down. Kaya mahaw natin one-on-one situation. Other player from stop 14 and stop 24 has been knocked down, eliminated na rin out from the game. So we're gonna be pulling up dito sa one play natin dito all the way from the top. It's a good for the shotgun. Opening fire. Player now fleeing at the 𝑣𝑦𝑺𝑍𝑵𝑬. Have yourself your slot 13 and slot 3 is KZ. Still ascending Masid. We have our KNH slot 8. I know from higher power up there. Okay, one player from slot 3 knocked down. Making sure that no one's gonna be having the one player covered right there and then. That's why instead of reloading, that definitely pull out the S12K shotgun for the knockdown or elimination. That's gonna be doing towards the one player get knocked down. But change of casualties most definitely begun. Now knockdown pa rin pala sa mga play natin all the way slot 8, slot 3 down sa maging 2-man squad that quick. Mistake may be nangyari dito ang side of natin dito landing on the same ground kung nasaan yun fully looted and armed and dangerous yung mga slot 8 natin, pero Masida's been knocked down. Was being the eye in the sky ng squad niya. Lower part with our boys from all the way from slot 8 natin going for the 1v1 situation first. Those other players pero on the have yourself your slot 13 inside of towards this location within a web. Unexpected battle, pero as you can see, slot 19 and now having those men safe probably. Alright, no need to linger here. Wala silang babak. Slot 19 has been disintegrated. Another cavalry all the way from slot 22s dito sa spot kung saan sila nakakuha yung knockdown sa side ng mga slot 19s natin. Damage probably for Mr. Cody Injure. So having those toe-to-toe situation versus those slot 22s. Pero I guess slot 22 is gonna be backing down after knowing that those back top na na-eliminate nila dito is on their way na rin. Or perhaps they're gonna be hunting those men down probably ng mga slot 22s natin dito vice versa. Pero no one is pulling out here on the side where those players from slot 22 most definitely got your knockdown first two sa side ng planned by our players from slot 22. Whoever's gonna be taking the path, those men will be living exactly on slot natin. Where those other players from slot and DEADLYSIN is gonna be popping out now. So that's why it's one player from our slot 13. Mustafa most definitely handled those men all by himself. Pero sacrifices must be made. What a sacrifice slot 13 most definitely key for them to be able to be surviving this area kung saan naka-post wall na rin yung mga slotters natin. So searching for the one guy from slot 13 though, pero tingin natin si Mao. He can get in touch towards the one player from slot 13 study after those terminations that they definitely did. A change of casualties and kills most definitely begun. Even matchup numbers of slot 70 slot 13 are now occurring. That OG's down sa magiging 2-man squad and Rere from slot 13, last man from squad. One of the situation about to go down. Going for the top view, maybe one play natin dito sa slot 13 for them to be able to have the broad and wide angle out from those terrain or perimeter kung saan ngayon control out there to mga slot 13 pero pick up 𝑦𝑗𝑬𝑺 different position, but no, they're battling two squads as of now, slot 18's OGs and so as our slot 22's. slot 12 and being prevented to have their attack toss from the slot to natin by play from slot 18. Shot has been fired. They are not done yet. No one is pulling out from the side of a slot 8 is natin dito. Okay, slot 20s versus slot 4 and slot 7 on the way. Slot 16 on the other hand, nandito lang din si Era kung saan nagkameron ng shots fired and open fire back yung other players natin dito. Pero 2-man squad, 3-man to be exact. Yung mga slot 8-6 is natin versus 4 players gameplay over slot 4. Higher gun, good in position pero I deny them out. They can take those men now dito sa side ng mga slot 16 natin. Again, we have our slot 20 nandito lang din sa perimeter and third party. We are about to witness again. Enemy of my enemies, my friend. One play of big spot into their target. One play has been knocked down. Here the open pa rin. The one play natin dito all the way different position but no, they're battling. Alright, that's not 7 on the other hand, taking a shot at the same time. Dito sa side ng mga status dito sa natin. Even though alam na mga stat 7 natin dito kung nasa yung way about sa mga status dito natin dito, couldn't be able to check the premises. We couldn't be able to see much clearly pa rin dito sa location kung saan nagkameron ng 4 men open fire towards those 2 players gameplay from our slot 18 earlier dun sa open ground. But again, we have our slot 7. Hearing a lot of commotion going down sa side ng mga status dito natin. Not done yet probably yung mga player natin dito pero one player slot got it snagged down dito sa side ng mga player natin all the way from slot 21 and one player down slot 1 of being rushed, being pushed, being flushed out probably ng mga slot 21 natin from the point and the front is not gonna first one ng mga slot 12 natin sa side ng mga slot 21 natin every player from slot 21 and a bigger kill all the way to start 21 and 1 by 1. Alright, that's not 7 on the other hand, taking a shot at the same time. Dito sa squads natin, which is yung mga slot 7 natin. So that's why meron na rin ng cover position yung mga play natin din. Pero nga lang, those magic na escape at all because of those nade throwing at the same time na ginawa ng mga slot 9s natin. Slot 24, one player has been knocked down. Wrong position to be pulling over. The recognition way about sa mga player natin dito. Shots have been taken and shot has been fired. One player from slot MS has been knocked down. We have Adonis, Machu, and also we have Ren. They already sa mga player natin all the way from slot 17 natin dito. Pero let's see kung gaano nga prepare yung mga slot 9s natin dito for any kind of situation. Slot 12's opening fire still put in slot 24 open, going for the smoke pop. Every players are turning their view around. The some player natin dito has been opening fire busy. Slot 12 again searching for those target of 𝑀𝑹𝒀 1v1. Dodging open fire one play natin dito all the way squads natin which is yung mga slot 7 natin. So that's why instead of staying quiet as possible para yung mga play natin dito after knowing last man from our slot 24 standing, they're finding another route, another way on the second floor to nasa yung whereabouts ngayon ng mga slot 24 starting. No 2-man squad din pala to. Pero ano mo may dusun these boys from our slot 13 and slot 14 will be flushed out by yun natin. Yeah, most definitely they will be flushed out by the blue zone any momentarily. And looks to me the blue zone is slot 13 threat. Fire, no hesitation, one up, again, another one from our slot 13. 2 men to go for a possible knockdown pero the point on from that knockdown elimination dahil hindi yan ever gawin nasa 𝑬𝑺 niya. Pero tingin natin dito sa mount, he can take those 2 other guys from our slot 24 pero right now he's now being molly for a player from our slot 24 natin dito opening fire pero he got some first instead of also we touch all the way from our slot 8 one player now showing up here in the front side view. Ni Toshi irresistible not to take a shot. He got himself knocked down in the process of maybe having his ring around dito sa side ng one play natin all the way from starter teams which is CR Ren natin. Pero quickly as he can, he definitely put himself inside of one of his houses for some sort of revival towards a one player from slot 9. I'm sorry. Alright, dito muna tayo against sa mga play natin from our slot APH or slot 21. And those slot 11 has been disintegrated out from the game. 2 players, Rensu and Sisu most definitely handle those 4 players from our slot 11 as you can see. But again, we're going to be pulling all the way to them aside. The slot 13 is not done yet. Versus on slot 9. Again, one player, Ren, back down pero not for long. Slot 9, ano, being rushed inside of their household. Kung nasa na rin, position taking sila up from the game. 2 players, Rensu and Sisu most definitely handle those 4 players from our slot 11 as you can see. But again, we're gonna be pulling all the way to the side of strategies. That is not done yet. Version of slot 9. Again, one player Ren. Back down, pero not for long. Slot 9. Ano, being rushed inside of their household. Kung nasa na rin, position taking sila. Adonis has been disintegrated up from the MCUC. We have Jason, Ren, and also we have Matthew. Every player from slot 9 is not bailing out, not losing their cool pa rin yung mga play natin dito. Still having those rotate. Taking first to slot 9 dito, pero slot team already know where those men from slot 9 can be posing themselves down. Knocked down from the corner, another one by the second floor to be exact. One player from slot 9 waiting in vain for another knockdown probably dito sa side ng mga slot. One player coming up, dito sa right wing. One play natin. Jason, everyone is opening fire and having those surrounding moments towards the building. Emma sila na bailing out totally pa rin yung mga statics natin doon. So checking out those premises inside the building kung nasa yung mga stat 20 natin. Statics in on the other hand, APH statics in one of has been knocked down. Ring around yung strategy natin dito na being tailed most definitely na mga statics natin. They are being followed. 3 men squad, 2 men for strategy and being cornered probably na mga statics natin. Statics in from the moment statics the most definitely got one into the side of most statics starting down. They are not having those men get away from that location. That they can win this fight versus those strategies natin. Or maybe strategies natin need to have another plan out how those men will stop the lured inside of one of its compound where they're going to be having themselves at and trying to have those very parts. Pero tingnan natin. Strategy 3-man squad. We have our OGs Mark, Heisen, and also we have the open fire. All the squad is fighting damage from the back end. For slot 8, Alimaw. Man, he got himself damaged. Not enough though to knock his one boy down or one guy down. Pero he definitely knew na umpuit din yung tutok ng mga snappers natin dito. He's gonna be he's not gonna be letting those men from slot 4 take a shot of him for the second maybe. Or maybe he's gonna be trying to dodge or avoid those bullets ng mga slot 4 natin. Pero unavoidable yung mga bullets ng mga slot 4 natin. Meanwhile, other player from slot 4 going for the rotation. Another one bites the dust to the side ng mga statics natin. Finally, they definitely got it knocked down and right now, they're claiming those men out. Eliminating those men out well. One player was starting natin fire widely. Kung nasa nila yung way about sa mga play natin dito all the way to stop 4. Ring around the road. You probably that is gonna be doing for them to be able to have those vulnerable spot na mga stop 4 natin for that easy nag that they can get. Pero no one is gonna be grabbing those backtime view. Other players of start is gonna be opening fire throughout this backtime view. Other players of stop 4 is gonna be turning their view around quick dun sa likodan nila kung nasa yung mga play natin. Dati dito sa RS4-man squad. Dito mo natin sa mga play natin again from slot 20s or HGs natin versus or slot 6. See that earlier kanina, one player from slot 6 or slot 20 has been knocked down right now. Slot 6 occupying the small compound nearby area kung nasan yun yung mga previous kalaban nila or opponent nila, which is the mga slot 20s natin. Still finding and locating those targets that they can get down dito sa side ng mga flat match natin dito for a few RX and we're having a gunfight then at the same time somewhere maybe dito muna tayo sa mga play natin again from our style 4. No, pero JT is on style 16 have those elimination as well sa mga players natin. One player has been knocked down pero those luring na rin or calling those men out to take a shot of him. Pero those other players from slot 15 prevented those other players from slot 7 for terminating their comrade right there. Dito muna tayo sa mga play natin again from slot 10. AKUZA from our KNH slot 8 natin dito. Alright, the fight is still going pa rin dito sa side ng mga play natin dito na filling out totally. Still finding another good angle for them to be able to have those elimination dito sa side ng mga stop 4 natin. Pero unfortunately, some player from our slot 4 being cornered, being nade thrown ng mga slot 8 natin dito. Right now, he's now pulling over the Niconas yung way about the other play natin. There's been being made ng mga play natin dito from slot 8 natin. Senyor, still having those throwable those location kung nasa yung mga slot 4 natin. Handling those men one at a time, probably 2-4 situation. So be outnumbered pa rin ng mga slot 4 natin dito. Pero I don't know, maybe yung plan natin mga slot 8 natin dito luring na rin or calling those men out to take a shot of him. Pero those other players from slot 15 preventing those other players from slot 7 for terminating their comrade right there. Dito muna natin sa mga play natin again from slot 10. AKUZA from our KNH slot 8 natin dito. Alright, the fight is still going pa rin dito sa side ng mga play natin dito, not feeling out totally. Still finding another good angle for them to be able to have this elimination dito sa side ng mga stop force natin. Pero unfortunately, some player from our slot 4 being cornered, being nade thrown ng mga slot 8 natin dito. Right now, he's now pulling over the Nikunasio way about the other player natin who's been being nade ng mga player natin dito from slot 8 natin. Senyor, still having those throwable throw, those location kung nasa yung mga slap force natin, handling those men one at a time, probably 2-on-4 situation. Still be outnumbered pa rin ng mga slap force natin dito, pero I don't know, maybe yung plan natin mga slatics natin dito, luring na rin or calling those men. Senyor, still having those throwable throw, those location kung nasa yung mga slap force natin, handling those men one at a time. It's gonna be working their way up here the second floor all the way from slot 8. Those men will be clutch, but again, outnumbered by 2 pa rin yung mga player natin. Pero here comes those men from more snap. Called for some sort of challenge. Several opening fire, almost got it snagged down, but one player of slot has been knocked down. The one player has been opening fire roughly here in the second floor. Any moment someone from our slot 4 is gonna be opening fire na rin throughout the area. Kung nasa yung one player natin, one player na talagang ano, coordinates mga play natin. Those being the mga player natin, Peekaboo, one player from slot 2, one down alone. The one player natin, again, all the way from slot 4, from slot 12 natin. Last man standing, one player from slot 4 outside of the house. Kung nasa yung mga player natin ngayon from our slot 12. So here comes another traveler, another engagement on the way, coming from those newly arrived squads natin, which is mga slot 14 natin. Deep field double squad natin, we got South Game Zone, the mga player natin over the slot natin dito, allowing those men from slot 1 to slot 14 have the kids in action, not third party right now. It's time for the 1v2 situation. Taking his chance, having those men damage maybe coming from the gunfire earlier. He doesn't know that he's gonna be winning from this fight scene. Pero tingnan natin dito, he still will be outnumbered by 1 if somehow he's gonna be continuing his battle with this time. That's what the voting is gone. Pero that one player will be better going knocked down if somehow he will be on point towards his target and one down all the way from our stats 12 earlier down, so maging 2-man squad na lang din. When the update most definitely has been given by them, some other player natin dito who's been hunting those other players down. Now it's time for another fight here, probably coming from last 17 natin. It's gonna be 2-1-4 situation as the male slap 17 is gonna be taking the challenge versus those slap 12. Outside of the blues and outside of the circle at the same time, yung mga player natin dito, pero match stat 21 or stat 20 are being gatekeep na rin ng mga players natin. And the moment to switch those men or they will be seeing those men on na rin. Pero stat 23 natin damage, last man time, eliminating those men or stat 23 as well, eliminated right there and then. So that's why nag-bail out na rin yung mga play natin earlier kanina dun sa location kung saan nagkamera ng pushing yung mga stat 16 natin dito. And stat 6 most definitely still inside of the blues as of now. And you don't need to worry about anything. They definitely can catapult themselves outside of the location. But they definitely had those best stats that they had displayed na rin towards just team elimination. Pero up front, we have our slot 17 about to have their rotation probably getting themselves outside of the blue zone. Your first mission nila dito before you're going to be having another encounter towards those other players who's going to be having your targeted. Inside of one of these houses, one player of stat 16 has been knocked down here in the perimeter. Kung nasa way about some stat 16, stat 12 that is. Having his loot out, not knowing one player of stat 12 is going to be having himself ambushed. Pero he got himself knocked down. Pero not at all dodging yung mga bullets na not much of a good answer did yung one player natin from our slot 6 as of now. He definitely got himself tagged as a target over those slot 21, pero the blue zone are pushing him outside of the hiding spot where he is now at. The Blues are not letting him to take over as of now from the open fighting the one most that 21 not earlier Karina. And also we have fire taking one along with him. Fingers crossed to take one down, pero no, he's missing his shot towards the slot 21 slot. Pero no one knows after As of now, no one knows talaga kung nasa yung whereabouts sa mga play natin dito, although it's Classic Team. Because of that, you turned on sa mga play natin earlier from ang Classic. Pero once again, Rumors na JD has been figured out sa mga player natin dito. Second and only survivor battle with one player dead. Rumors Classic going for the smoke pop, hoping that he can knock one dito sa side ng mga stat 21 natin. Pero
Squatterhouse Gaming. Heto na sa laban, di ka uurungan ng mga malupit sa minay sumabay. Sabay ka sa beat at lahat magingay. Malabuhawi pag bumakbak, sa pandinig lahat isaksak. Pag di ka tumago ako'y asintado, ito'y aprobado, ika'y sagalpak. May lalim at lawak, galawang mahusay. May tutok lumapat, galawang matibay. Lihiti munggang, kami ang patunay. May tutok sa clash, kaya kung tumibay sambala ka lang. Yan ang sigurado, galawan na smooth. Medyo agresibo, maingat na kilos na parang plinano. Sadyang palaban, yan ang Pilipino. Solido bumanat, tapat ka sa sentro. Sabay na sa game, basag ka sa flame. Kapag bumalasa, pasok to sa lasa. Lihiti mong barawasak ka sa main.
Subukan mang umiwas ay di ka makakataka. Sigurado ko sa pulat, lahat ay malalakas. At wala matitira kung di kami lang malakas. Huwag ka boy umasa na kami ay mapitas. Gamay ko na ito kaya malabo mga paa. Babatukan lang kita hanggang ikaw ay madapa. Dudurugin lang kita, sabay tipi sa mukha. Ewan ko na lang kung tatalog sa tuwa. Asa ka sa tamba na kami inyo madali. Tirang talikuran ay alis ito palagi. Ibahin mo kami pare pag kami ang umatake. Di basta-basta padali kaya huwag ka makapate. Baka di mo kilala isa ito sa malakas. Motivational speaker panapat ko sa alas. Kilalang taga-utas na mga nagmatigas. Walang kinakatakutan labanan hanggang wakas. Legit na veterano sa paggamit ng baril. Di nagbimintis, asintado kumitil. Kabilang to sa pinakamahusay na dapat mo igalang dahil di mo kalibel. Kung di ka kalibel, panoorin mo na lang. Mga shoutcaster, tanggapin mo na lamang. Mga sharpshooter, kami lang ang sakalam. Lagi last hater, kaya iyak talunan. Mga tira nyo kasi hindi inaasinta. Tapos yung isang kasama mo nag-aasim pa. Kaya payo ko sa'yo, sige mag-practice pa. Nakatutok na kami, kayo ay puro plan pa. Ganito kami katibay para di margibyado. Kabisado ang galaw, bago sumabak sa duelo. Dito matira matibay at kami na ang panalo. Walang pwede makapigil at kami ang hari dito.